Hey Flosstube, how are you doing? Excuse me. This is Tara and Bailey, one stitch at a time. Glad you came back to join us if you are a current subscriber of ours. Goodness, if you're new here, this is a channel about cross stitch. So we have been recording for over a year now, showing some of our, you didn't get your cross stitch.
It's okay.
Okay.
Continue.
Showing our cross stitch, you know, as we progress on them. We are glad you came back, and this is our February edition. So we're going to show you everything that we have done for the month of February. And I got a lot of time in stitching again. Not as much as January, but of course we are cut short a couple of days in February, but I mean, that's okay. So it's been really nice. And I'll tell you, since I did get into the Whip Warriors group, and so the Australia road trip thing that we're doing has really helped. We got through leg 1, and I got through most of that in January. So we started leg 2, and it's like double leg 1, and come to find out, leg 1 was only kind of like a teaser. So what I thought was, you know, going to be pretty simple going through the year, yeah, that was just a beginner's thing to get you used to everything, I guess. So because leg 2 is about triple what we did for leg 1. So anyway, at the end of leg 1, I kind of got ahead of everybody. So sometimes when you do that, you get these curveballs thrown at you, and so I had to do some extra stitching once I finished up leg 1. Come to find out, those roundabout things that everybody hates in town, there's 46 of them in
I don't hate
Canberra. Canberra, Australia, or maybe Australia itself. But anyway, there's 46. And whenever she sent that to me, I had to do 10 stitches per, no, there's 460. Anyway, it was 10 stitches per roundabout. I ended up doing over 4,000 stitches for that. So that was extra. And so then after that, there was a trail that she sent me, and so I had to go through the trail and everything. I think that was about 7,000 extra stitches. So anyway, I've collected badges, and we go shopping at all the little sites, and we go sightseeing. And as we do that, of course, we are stitching a certain amount of stitches per place. They also upgraded me. My ride was a limousine, and I don't remember, I think that was, I don't remember what the amount of stitches that were per week. You can choose different rides depending on, you know, how fast you stitch or how much you stitch. And so anyway, I was at a limousine, which is one of the higher ones, and so they upgraded me, and now I have a helicopter. That's my ride, is a helicopter. And I think there's only like 2 above me, so I'm hoping I don't get upgraded, because the more you get upgraded, the more stitches you have to do per place. So depending on what your ride is how many stitches you have to do. And it's different for every single one of them. But if you're down at the lower end, like I think the lower end, if Winnebago or RV or something, you may only have to do 200 stitches for that place. But if you're up higher, you have to do more. So that 200 may be 1,000 for me. So if that makes any sense. But it's really fun. I'm having a lot of fun with it. So I'm hoping I can keep up with it throughout the year. And it takes a lot of stitching time. I'm not gonna lie. So I think that's why I've gotten so much done, but I mean, it's a good thing, you know. I actually, I think I worked on 15 whips this month, which was about the same in January. And I had 4 new starts. I have a SAF, I have a UFO, I have a FO. So anyway, we are going to jump into it. Again, we appreciate you coming by, stopping, chatting with us. And as always, if you have any comments or questions or anything, just drop us a comment. I do look at every comment, and I also do reply to just about every comment. So we appreciate you coming by, and so we are going to jump right in because it was a lot again this month. So we're going to start. So what do we start with first? UFOs, unfinished objects. Okay, I normally do not have these. This is, you know, there's quite a few that I feel like I want a UFO, but this one has just been antagonizing. And I've said it in my videos before about this particular project that, I mean, I like the picture of it and everything, but it's a dimensions kit. And there's just something about these kits that I do not like, and I think it's the blending. There's a lot of blending in Dimensions kit. This one is actually a gold collection. I do have some more Dimension kits in my stash, so I am going to pull those out. And if I don't feel like I'm going to do it, if it's got a lot of blending in it, because I really honestly feel that's why yeah. You've seen that one before, haven't you?
Mm-mm.
Yes, you have.
No, I have not.
Yes, you have.
No, I have not.
That's because I don't ever work on it, because I don't want to work on it. I don't. I literally, like I said, I love the picture, but I'm just, I mean, and it's of deer too. So I know Stormy would want it, but I found really nice full coverage that eventually I'll start for her. She'll like it. So anyway, it's the Woodland Windsor. Pattern. And I'm going to show you where I am if you're new to the channel here. I'm not very far. That's where I am. And that is literally right here. It's like the front right here on the bottom. I think also it's one, I don't like color charts. And all these symbols are in different colors. And it's the confusion of, you know, half cross stitch versus full cross stitch versus half cross stitch with the blend. And I don't have time for all that, and it frustrates me. So we're UFOing it. I am no longer going to work on it. So, yeah. I've said it too many times. I've shown it too many times. I've hated even opening this bag too many times. So, we're done. We are done with that. Hang on. She done left me. Let me see what's up next real quick. FFOs. Of course, I have my usual 0. I said I was going to try to get hive rules done because I showed y'all last video that I had went and bought all the stuff for it, and I was stitching too much, so I didn't get it done. I have to get my priorities in order. Alright, so I have one finished object, and this has been a nice little travel piece because it has been to the car dealership numerous times. With me taking my truck in, it's a whole story. But anyway, I've worked on it several times when I'm up there. So it is the Plum Street Samplers. Jeans and Weenies.
Killer.
Yep, so we got that one all done. So this makes the third one in the series that we're finished.
No idea.
So we finished Halloweenies, Starbarks, and Jeans and Weenies. Oh yeah.
Okay. I'll just
Yep. So, all done with that one. Yes, all done with that one. I was thinking for some reason it had beads on it. I don't know what. They don't ever have beads on it. But anyway. All right. So, that was the one finished object I had for the month. FFNs, which is a finish for now. The way that I define that is, like, I'll show you an example because I just happen to have one here. Like the January monthly sampler that I did for in January is actually an FFN for January because like all these little snowmen don't have eyes or buttons yet because one, it calls for French knots and I'm not doing French knots, so I'm going to find some beads probably and put on there, some little black beads. So that's what I consider an FFN. It is finished for now and I have quite a few of those that I need to get on the ball with, really. All right, and every month I should have a staff because I'm doing all of the Country Cottage Needleworks samplers of the month, and I'm sorry today I don't have makeup on. It's been a very relaxing day. Kids have been at school. It's been quiet. I've been stitching all day, so I kind of took the day off. So anyway, back to the stitching. So we are finished with the February sampler. There it is. These are so cute and so, I'm trying not to lose the light. So quick to do. So love them. So we'll get ready to do marches in March. Those are I'm doing them on 28 count tea-dyed Monaco, 2/2, and it took me only 5 days to complete it for 2,131 stitches total. Okay, great. So now we are down to new starts.
Yeah.
Is that next? Okay. All right. So my first new start.
No, that one's
The first new start is.
it's big.
Oh, it's huge. I'll tell you in a minute. But anyway, the first new start I had is Gone Fishing, which is by Donna Gelsinger. It's a Heaven and Earth design. And this one is...
Gone fishing.
I just said that.
This one is what?
For my dad, eventually, one day.
Oh, for Papa.
Yep, for Papa. It's over 200,000 stitches, so it is a big one. I showed y'all last video that I had bought some dowel rods to make my own scroll rods. I haven't fully made them yet. I have all the pieces and everything. I just got to get the drills out, the saws cutting, and get it made. I already have the floor stand and everything, but this definitely needs to go on a scroll rod because
Clearly.
I mean,
Clearly.
we're talking.
You
See?
done dropped the thread.
Like that's the fabric, and I think I have to cut it down. I think I haven't cut it, and I don't feel like measuring it again. But I think I need.
That's all you got done.
Well, I mean, I just started it.
Oh, yeah.
So I think this was one of the prompts or something.
3,768.
Hold on. I should have. Well, I need to put this where I can see it, honestly. It was a prompt for one of the games that I was in, and then it was something else. I ended up having to put 1,000 stitches in it. So actually what you're going to see here is thread, because I had to work on it today. I'm telling you, Whip Warriors, they don't let you have a day off. So I had to, this was the one that I needed for today to do the stitches I needed to do for today. So I've already done those. I am. I was tightening it.
Oh.
So anyway, there's some threads up here, but anyway, now remember this is March 1st, so I have done some work on it today. But I'll tell you what I did for February. It's kind of hard to turn around. This right here, and I started in the bottom left. So this right here, I think is some rocks or something in the bottom. That's all I did for February. And it's just black, so it was a lot of just bulk stitching. And what I was doing today, I was trying to work my way over. This is probably maybe halfway. I was trying to get to the edge to see where I needed to cut my fabric, because I don't like all this extra fabric. So I want to get it cut down, get my scroll rod made, and get it on a scroll rod, because it's way easier than trying to deal with with this blanket. Like I really don't even have anywhere to put it. Hey, can you go put this in my chair over there? Please, don't get it dirty. All right. So then I'll tell you, this is not going very well. All right, that's done on 22 count hard anger, just white. It's 1/1. I started that on February 23rd. I did 2 days. That actually goes with here. I'll know which one that goes with. I worked on it for 2 days and got 1,128 stitches, and that is 0.44% complete. So not even 1%. We're at 0.44. So, all right, and the next new start is just a small start. I don't remember why I started it. I don't know if it was for a prompt or something.
What, this one?
Yeah.
That's fun.
No, that was for today. But anyway, I probably needed something that just needed just a couple hundred stitches in it. So I try to just do those on my smaller pieces instead of trying to get these big floor stands out and just putting a couple hundred stitches in these big projects. I would rather do the bigger prompts. And there's a couple in the leg 2 for Whip Warriors. There's one I think I have to put 2,400 stitches in something. Now that can be multiple whips, obviously. But anyway, this one is called Hoppy Easter. I've had it kitted for forever, and I just never have started it. So here's what it'll look like whenever it's done. I have no idea what I'm going to do with it. It'll probably go into the box until I figure it out.
For me.
What you going to do with it?
For me.
What you going to do with it?
I don't know.
Okay.
For me.
So, and I have also worked on this one as well too, so you'll see a little bit extra work done on it, but it's not much. So here is where we are now.
Cute.
Yep. So
Don't like
I'm kind of avoiding the white just because it's white on white, but eventually, as you saw in the picture when it's done, all the back stitching will make it pop. So I'm hoping that happens with mine too.
Don't white bunnies have red eyes?
Our bunny has blue eyes.
But why not red?
Red eyes are like evil bunnies.
No, I have red eyes.
Okay, let's see. Next. Oh, did you give them the designer is Tangled Threads and Things, and I think the designer's name is Rhoda Nori.
Rhoda Nori.
And
It goes into
it came from a magazine, but I do not know which one.
So on 14 count my data 2/1. She started on February 22nd. She started on February 22nd. She worked on it for 5 days and got 754 stitches.
Yep. Quick little stitch. All right, next.
What you? The reindeer.
The reindeer. This was my Whip Go Call number 3 for February. So this is a new start, and everybody has seen it. It's the Cottage Garden Samplings, the reindeer. And I am doing it with all the call for floss, which is mostly DMC, and I think it's 1 week Style Works and 1 Gentle Arts color. So we have a reindeer butt. We do. We have a reindeer butt. So yeah. And I only worked on it maybe a couple of days or whatever, but it's a nice stitch. I do like it.
The butts?
No, not the butt. I like stitching it. Like, it's not confetti heavy or anything like that. So, and I'm sorry if you hear the TV in the background. I've told her to turn it down. Stormy's in her room watching TV, and it's like right behind here. So
She touched the butt.
yeah. Anyway, all right. So there's the reindeer. Go ahead.
Hold on, wait. Can you see? She touched the butt. You don't know Nemo?
No.
It's like when Nemo goes to touch the boat, and they're like, "Oh my God, he touched the butt." They say butt instead of boat.
I don't recall that. Okay. I have to watch that again. Go ahead.
The designer is Cottage Garden Samplers. It's on 28 count tarnished cashel linen. It's 2/2. She started it on February 2nd. She worked on it for 2 days and got 1,000 stitches.
Yeah, and it's on linen. It was some that was given to me. It's called what is it called? Tarnish?
Tarnish.
Tarnish. Now the lighting where all my cross stitch stuff is, when I was figuring out fabrics for some of these projects, looks totally different than when I got in here and turned my light on. So, I mean, I think it'll still look okay. It's a little bit more greener. The fabric is a little bit more green. I thought it was more blue than it is, but I think it'll be okay. I hope it'll be okay. I'm not restarting it. Okay. Is that it for my new stocks?
No.
Oh. Okay.
Lady of the Flag is the next one.
Lady of the Flag. And I kind of gave y'all this teaser on the last video. Because I had gotten the fabric as part of my haul. So,
It's just like because California's busy.
alright, so yes. Lady of the Flag, Mirabilia. And if you saw it in January, it's no different, but that's where I am with this one. And I really do like it. I'll give you a close-up and then I'm going to pull it back, because when a close-up, it makes it darker. But that's about more right. Is that how you say it?
Mm-hmm.
That's better.
It's better.
Yeah, the color's better. So.
It's more right.
So this isn't a hard stitch at all. I mean, most of that is bulk stitching, so you know, it's not like it's confetti or anything like that. So all is well.
Is it though?
It is. All right, go ahead with your stuff.
The designer is
Mirabilia.
Yeah, it's on 28 count something.
It's that I got it from Stitchery Express, that fabric that it's the Constitution, We the People fabric. I think it's Fabric Flare that makes it. So anyway,
she started on February 1st. She worked on it for 1 day and got 898 stitches.
Right, and I am also doing the blue version. There's several different versions of it, and so I'm doing the blue version. So, all right. No haul. No haul. I didn't buy anything that I can remember anyway. Other than like thread, and I got some of those clear boxes because I have an idea that may eventually lead into more projects being started. And what else did I buy? I bought, it was Hobby Lobby. I only went once. What did I get? Thread?
Fabric.
Oh, it was a piece of vinyl stuff. But anyway, okay. So.
That's last.
Okay.
Can we do it right now?
We can split it up if you want to. We can do the winners and then we'll do that in a little while.
Yeah, we'll do that last.
Okay. Go ahead.
Giveaways.
Oh, hand them to me and I'll show them.
Oh, God.
Not the new ones.
Calm down. Okay. These are going in front.
She does the giveaway part.
Which one is this
Just
one?
give them all.
I know what to do. I just need to know which one is which. Because I don't have names on that.
Okay.
The wedding book.
The wedding book is the first giveaway that we had. It's the Precious Moments wedding book. And the winner of this is
The Okie Stitcher.
the Okie Stitcher, Hannah. So, Hannah, I know we've been messaging on Instagram back and forth about a couple of things, but I don't know if I have your address. So if you could just message me your address and I'll get this in the mail to you. And the next one is
So in Love.
It's another Precious Memories. It's called So in Love. And the winner of this one is
Okie Stitcher.
Hannah. So you got two books coming to you.
Well, yeah.
All right. And the next one is
Book 1.
It's book 1, and we use the keyword angels. It's another Precious Memory or Precious Moments. And the winner of this one is
The Okie Stitcher.
Hannah. You got 3 coming to you. All right, next is
The Red Tag Teddies.
the teddy bear one, and this is a Gloria and Pat. It's not Precious Moments, but it's one of their books. All right, and the winner of this one is
Verpy 2453.
Verpy. So, Verpy, I still have your envelope. Oh, and by the way, like, I still haven't went to the post office, but I promise you, like, I'm going first of next week. Promise. So, because I've got like 2 months worth of giveaways to send out that people probably already forgotten that they won. So anyway, Verpy, I'm going to throw this one in your envelope because it's not even sealed yet.
Yeah.
I know. I'm slacking. I'm stitching too much. I can't do everything. Alright, and the last one that we were giving away is
Coffee Menu.
Coffee Menu. It's Little House Needleworks. Yeah. Pattern.
The
Called
keyword,
Coffee Menu. The keyword, I'm sorry.
the keyword was latte.
Okay, and the winner is?
Kelly, I don't run with scissors.
Kelly. Kelly, I know I do not have your address, so if you could email or instant message me on, or private message me on Instagram, however you want to get in touch with me, just send me your address. So this one's all yours. All right, so that is all for the past giveaways. Now we will be having more giveaways later on, so keep watching. All right, what are we going to next?
Whips.
Whips. All right. This is where it gets lengthy. Stop doing that.
Sorry.
I'm gonna take that down. You can hear it in the videos when you do it.
I know, but it's like, I want to do it so bad.
There's like this little thing.
It's like a button. Like, you know how you want to put, when it says don't push a button, and you want to push the button.
It's like this little hanger thing on this clipboard, and she keeps playing with it.
It's like,
It's annoying. Why do kids find the most annoying things to play with?
it's not nice.
It is. I bet every mother would agree with me. Yeah. Okay,
But it
whips.
keeps me entertained.
All right, first one is
Winter Warmth.
Winter Warmth.
What
Y'all
is that one?
You'll see. Here is a picture of what it'll look like whenever it's done. And where you saw it last. I'm gonna grab a drink too. Yes, we are drinking monsters. Alright, so I showed you where it was last, and I don't think I got too much work on it. No, I only worked on it for one day. It was probably just to fill a small prompt that I had to do. But here it is. No, I did not iron. I should have on this one. Here it is now. I'm going to hold it back here first. And then, because it's got some white in it. And I think what I did, because I haven't looked, is I did some more white here. And I did these snowflakes and this little blue line thing. And then this blue line thing here. So, it's going to be cute. I still have to dig in that box and find Purple Haze, which I think is a weekstitch. Is it weekstitch or is it? Anyway, it's one of those fancy flosses. But anyway, so there you go. Go ahead.
It's a 28 count
Ariel
cashel linen.
It's a picture of this plus linen.
I can read it.
Well, I didn't know if you knew what that meant.
Oh.
Picture this plus is the one who dyed it. Because it was white.
Anyways, it's 2/2. The designer is Ashley, a little Patience, extra small Etsy. Is that right?
No.
XS means extra
this is
small.
the one that I won from Ashley. She has an Etsy store. Her Etsy store is called A Little Patience XS, meaning cross stitch, not extra small.
Extra small.
Sorry, Ashley. I
And
can't do anything with this. I can't do anything with it.
XS means extra small.
Okay, so she also has a Flosstube as well. So I think with the same name. All right. Anyway, go ahead.
She worked for one day and got 126 stitches.
Yep.
It's time for you know who.
Oh goodness. Got a big one coming up.
This one's gonna be fun.
Hey, watch your behind because you're sitting on everything back here. We did it. We came back in the living room again because we figured out we have way more room in here than trying to cram into the computer / craft room /
workroom.
No, what's the exercise equipment thing? The thing you run on.
Treadmill?
Treadmill. It's got a treadmill in there too. That's like no one ever uses. And
I have to finish my bonus work from Miss Pearson's class.
why?
Because bonus, I need bonus.
You can still get to the computer.
It's due today.
Okay, well you can do it after we're done here. I did not know that.
I totally forgot about it too.
Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second.
I also have some stuff in as well.
All right, so the next whip is one of my bigger ones.
We all love it.
Which one is it, Bailey?
Humility.
It is Humility. Oh, here is, before I pick this up, here's what it looks like. Everybody knows what it looks like. This one is the Cross Stitch Studio. It is the full version. It is not the crop version. I noticed that Darren, though, the Dizzy Stitcher, is starting this one. So I'm super excited to watch his. He's doing the crop version. And also he has an Etsy shop too as well. And if you've ever watched him, he is like all about the wild animals, like the cheetahs, the lions, the tigers especially. And he's been designing patterns. And there's this one lion one on there. I mean, I like lions, but I mean, this one kind of has a meaning to it. But the lion one he has on there, oh, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous.
I want to see
and
it.
Somebody has already started, huh?
I want to see it.
I'll show you. I'll show you. You need to tell, if he ever watches, you need to tell him to do a giraffe one. Like it looks like real pictures. I mean, it's your normal heaven and earth design type. It's where it actually looks like an actual photo type of thing. So
Those have to be some small things too. If it looks real.
not if you're gonna get full coverage, baby. If you're ever gonna do full coverage, you better psych yourself up to do a lot. Full coverages aren't small. I promise you.
I mean, like this, like the fabric.
What do you mean?
like 32 count and stuff like that.
Oh, they have that.
I know.
You can't see the holes.
Exactly.
I can't see the holes. You know, people
You're
do
not-
56 count.
I'm not understanding what I'm saying.
I know I'm not. Explain. Quickly.
Like, they have to be small in order for it to look realistic. Like,
oh, I see what you're saying. There's a lot of things that go into that though. Like these big pieces. It also depends on the number of threads, like the number of colored threads that you have too. Like some of these have almost 300 colors of thread. So the more colors you have in there, the more realistic it's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
The less colors you have, it's going to be what they call pixelated, meaning that, you know, you can
squares. You can see the squares.
Well, no, you can see like it's not like as sharp. The picture is not as sharp. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
It doesn't look blurry or anything like that. It just I'm gonna have to. I'll find a couple of examples and show you the difference.
Lucy.
I don't know if y'all understood what she was asking me, but I'm trying to teach her. So, but your count of fabric, I mean, that can have a little effect on it, but it's mostly how many colors are in the pattern. Does that make sense? Okay. All right. So anyway, we showed you humility. This is where you, I think, saw it last. And
do you have the tree right next to the camera?
Lucy decides to eat, and she's eating right here. All right. We have a lot of interruptions. All right. So here we are now. And you'll have to hold it because I'm going to have to point. All right. Where I've been working is, I think I finished up some blue into his chin right here, and then I've been working in his chin, and I've actually been doing a lot of just confetti work. I've worked up in his eye a little bit. You may not be able to tell a real big difference,
because I can't,
but I mean you could if you saw the before picture.
Have manners.
All right.
No.
All right, read.
Why do you put everything behind me? Okay. Anyway. It's on a 22 count hot anger. 1/1. She's 11.96% done. The designer is Abraham Hunter. Is it from the CrossFit Studio?
Yeah, Abraham Hunter is the artist, and the CrossFit Studio is the one who charted it.
Okay. Worked on it for 6 days and got 3,000.
No, 2 days. We're here.
Oh! She worked on it for 2 days and got 1,341 stitches.
Right.
It's gonna be all
Just
the same.
up a little bit.
Well, I mean, it's the same one, so I got 2 off.
Okay. So yeah, just a couple of days, and I think what I'm gonna do with these CrossFit Studios, what my plan was, is like on the weekends, because we have those weekend runs events, is to switch it out and try to work on humility, and then during the week switch it out with Grandma's Garden, which is the hummingbird. You'll see that one, and work on that during the week. So that's my plan. It didn't go very well in February though, because it's kind of a pain because I'm using one floor stand. I mean, they're each on their scroll rods and everything, but getting them on the floor stands, they're so big. I mean, I can do it by myself, but it's kind of a pain. So anyway, because they're also not the same width, I have to change the width. You have to go in and out there. It's not just putting them on there. But anyway, all right, next.
Ooh. Next is coffee letter.
Coffee letter, and here's what it looks like. Sorry. If I start sneezing and everything and like rubbing my nose, my allergies have been kicking up like crazy for the past over a month. And I mean, I know it's that time of year, but it kind of started early for me, and I've been taking Stormy's Claritin.
Isn't that illegal?
No. Here's where you saw it last. And
Coffee.
here is where we are now.
Yay. Espresso. And cappuccino.
Really nice. I'm so sorry if you can hear Lucy eating her dog food.
She's like
She won't eat at her bowl. She has to get it, and then she'll usually bring it over here and eat on the couch. And since we're on the couch, she can't jump up here and eat it. But it's like she won't eat at her bowl. And she goes back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and it's annoying.
Oh, no.
All right, so the stats. Stop putting that down.
Sorry.
We're already 40 minutes into this.
40?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, where are we at? Okay, 14 count tan fabric. 2/1.
It's one of those kits that I got off of AliExpress, so I don't really know who the designer is.
Okay, anyway.
Anyway.
So I've done it for one day and got 556 stitches.
Okay. Perfect. Next.
Grandma's garden.
Okay. Grandma's garden, and here's a picture of what it'll look like whenever it is done in 100 years.
Faye, if you're watching, go away.
Mom, if you're watching, go away.
Love you, Faye.
They call my mom Faye. Now, Faye is my mom's middle name, and whenever my firstborn was born, she was the first grandchild, Stormy, and she wanted to be called Grana. That's what she wanted to be called as her grandmother name. And she, you know, said it and said it and said it and said it and tried to get Stormy to say it and say it and say it. Well, everyone calls my mom Faye. Like, a lot of my family, even her brothers, they call her Faye. Her first name's Linda.
Linda.
And
I call her that too.
so it kind of stuck. And so her grandma name is actually Faye Faye. That's what they said when they were little.
Well, Linda.
Now it's down to Faye. But yeah.
And Linda. I said Linda sometimes.
I think she was devastated, but anyway. Alright, so here's where you saw it last. And let me see. And here is where we are now.
Dropped thread.
Yeah, I dropped thread. I have stuff hanging all over this. Alright, let me get you in here. The best that I can. So there is where we are now. And I mean, I put almost 4,000 stitches in it this month, and I think it was mostly, oh, sorry, I can't see. It was mostly, I think, in the hummingbird and definitely this leaf. I've been like really concentrating on this leaf, just trying to fill it in and everything. So
Is that a ruby-throated hummingbird?
it looks like it.
We learned about them at the 4-H thing. We learned about ruby thumbing. Oh my gosh.
Ruby-throated hummingbirds.
So, I don't know why it's so hard to
Yeah,
say.
I believe that's what it is because their necks are red. So it's almost time to fill up my hummingbird feeders.
I seen one this morning. It about hit me in the head.
Did you really?
Yes.
Oh, well then I guess I need to really get them out there because they usually don't show up this early.
One almost hit me in the head.
All right, so
Why you hit me?
read, please.
It's on 22 count white hardanger. It's 1/1. She's 3.05% done. The designer is Abraham Hunter from the Crochet Studio. She worked on it for 6 days and got 3,825 stitches. Yes, go on.
I can't remember why I ended up getting that many stitches in that one. Maybe I don't know. I'm trying to really work on it though, because I mean, it's a gift and you know, I don't want to be holding it on for what?
What's the thing like when you had to answer a prompt with the cross stitch patterns that you did? Did you do that this month?
What do you mean?
Like you had to read a prompt and then answer it with the name of the cross stitch pattern.
Yeah, that's in the Cross Stitching Sisters group, Facebook group.
Did you do
And
it this month?
I did it for February.
Oh.
I did it for February. And what she's talking about is they have what they call Let's Go to the Library event. And they basically give you a list of 10 books. And this month, for February, it was mystery books. And you basically match up a project with the book. Some tie-in, some sort of way. I did it like Coffee Letter, Gone Fishing, Grandma's Garden, and several other ones. I mean, I had 10 of them. So all of them got at least 500 stitches for each one of those props. So I'm not going to do, I'll go ahead and tell you, I'm not going to do it this for March because it's sci-fi books. And I'm not good at, plus I don't have the time. Like, they don't really give you a prompt as far as, like, January they did. So it was pretty easy. But like February, I had to go in, I had to read the summary of some of these books because I'd never read them. So, and then try to figure out how in the world my projects were going to link up to these books, and it was just, it took a lot of time. So, sci-fi books, I can guarantee you, I've probably never read any of them. So, I'm going to skip out on March, and we'll see what the other months are. And maybe I'll be a little bit more well-versed in those types of books, and I can better link them up to some of my projects. So that's what she's talking about. All right, next.
My butterfly.
Her butterfly. All right, so here is what it will look like whenever it is done. Well, no, this is what it'll look like if you were to look for it on Artisy, because that's who it's by. And then...
Stop. Wait a minute.
What?
I gotta see if I changed his name on the wheel.
Bailey took the colors and changed every one of them.
Yep.
So I'm trying to get this. It's not very, it's in a Q-snap, but it's not very tight. All right, here's where, here's what Bailey's is gonna look like whenever I'm done with it. She changed it all to blues, and it fades from light to dark. And here's where you saw it last. And here is where we are now. It's just really this part right here that is different. So there we go.
What's a good name?
Did you read the stat? You read the stats for the other one, right?
What for?
So there we go.
Oh yeah.
I think I've color completed 3 colors now, so it's on its way to a finish.
No, my name is Jessica. Sorry.
All right. Please read.
Okay.
I'm sorry. They're just out of school, so she's like wound up. I mean, normally you know that she's pretty calm.
It's on 18 count white Ada 2/1. She's 63.52% done. The designer is Artisy. She worked on it for 2 days and got 1,935 stitches.
Right. And some of these, we do have a wheel. I have a wheel for each one of the girls, and it's split up. My projects are split up on each one of the wheels. They have different ones, and like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I think is your days to spin. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday is Stormy's days to spin. So anyway, some of these they spun on the wheel as well. So that's where some of these projects come from. All right, next.
Let me see. Next is Woody. Yeah.
Little Women.
Oh, Little Woman.
Little Women, and here's a picture of what it will look like when it's done. I really hope that y'all cannot. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. All right, we're back. Okay, so we're on Little Women, and I showed you where, or what it'll look like whenever it's done. Here's what it'll look like whenever, or the last time you saw it. And this is one of the library prompts, so it only got the 500 that it was supposed to, because I'm not really a big fan of this one either. So here is where we are now. And I mostly put in this white, whatever this is. I think it's just part of the wall. And then whatever this is back here, this brown. So, there you go. So I'm still working in the same little spot. Alright, go ahead.
Okay. It's on 22 count antique. Okay. White Laguna. 2/1. The designer is Paula
Vaughn.
She worked on it for 1 day and got 521 stitches.
How many stitches?
521.
Right. Quickly, right back to the butterfly. There is a SAL for anything that you are doing for your daughters, your sons, your nieces, nephews, granddaughters, grandsons, any of the kids. It's hashtag for my daughter Sal, but just because it says daughter doesn't mean that you can't do it for any child. So just with projects that you're doing for your kids. So that one is for Bailey, so I usually hashtag that one. And then Little Women is let's see, Rainy Day Reads. She is on Instagram and on Flosstube. She is turning 40. I don't know if she's already turned 40 or because this Sal started last year, or if she is turning 40. But anyway, the hashtag for that, if you're doing any projects that's related to a book, I think she's doing Anne of Green Gables. The hashtag is hashtag turn 40, the number 40, new leaves, LEAVES, Sal. I'll put it right here. But so yeah, if you're, and like I'm using that one for my Little Women because obviously it is a book. So there you go. Next,
Woody.
All right.
You've gotten so much done.
Yeah, right.
Did you finish all that? You did all of it.
I've been working in the sky on this one. So it's called Highland Bull. Stormy has named it Woody the cow.
Woody the cow.
Yeah.
Oh,
here's what it'll look like whenever it's done.
Can I tell them the new name for my butterfly?
Yeah.
Okay, so the name for my butterfly is Jessica.
Where'd that come from?
I don't know, I just came up with the name. Jessica.
I still ain't figured out why they have to name everything. But anyway.
Jessica.
All right, so here's where you saw it last. And I was at first trying to color complete and doing this in hand, but I started having to do these for prompts and everything. And whenever you cross country or try to color complete things like that, it's hard to tell where you've worked. So I have just been, here's where we are. I took just the corner and I started working all up here in these clouds in the sky. I really haven't put much into him. I did connect the horn. I know I put some black in there. So that's where he is right now. And I still don't think he's halfway done.
Hold up.
What's my percentage on this?
34%.
Yeah, it's only 34%. So, I mean, it's not, it ends like right there. So, and then the bottom is like right there. So, I don't know. I feel like it's more than 50%, but apparently not. So there he is. In all his glory. Go ahead.
Woody is on 14 count white Ada, whichever one. She's 34.10% done. The designer is Artisy. She worked on it for 5 days and got 3,328 stitches.
Yeah, see, I don't know why I got 3,000 stitches in there. I can't remember. I mean, I know it's part of that library prompt thing. But see, like on the Whip Warriors though, I don't know.
Oh well.
Anyway, it doesn't really matter. It's done. 3,000 stitches were put in it, so we're all good.
Okay, Together We Stand is the next one.
All right, Together We Stand is the next one. Here is what it'll look like whenever it's done.
You got it?
And where you saw it last. And you'll definitely see a difference in this because this was my other WhipGo call. What number was that? I forgot to write it down for you.
Yeah, all you.
It was the other WhipGo for February number 24. And all of my WhipGos I have to put in 1,000 stitches on that piece. And then I also have my own challenge. I do a focus piece every month, and every one of those has to have 3,000 stitches put in it. So right off the bat, this one had to have 4,000 stitches put in it for the month of February. So I showed you where it was last, and here we are now. So you can see a huge difference. And you know, this is still all the background and everything, but this is the big eagle in the picture. This is obviously his head coming in right here. So there we go. And this one's pretty easy. I mean, it's not totally bulk stitching, but I mean, it's got good clumps in there of color. So it's not too bad with confetti. All right, read.
It's on 28 count White Laguna, 2/2. She's 8.98% done. The designer is Jody Bergsma. She worked on it for it's 7 designs. She worked on it for 5 days and got 4,066 stitches.
Right. There was something I was going to say about this one. I don't remember what it was. All right, next.
Copper.
Is Copper, and this is one of our puppies that passed away. A memorial piece for him. So I charted this myself, and that's what he'll look like whenever he is done. And here's where you saw him last. And here is where he is now. Now, I am also trying to color complete on this one too. The difference that you can probably see is, hold it right here, Bella, is right up here.
You worked on his head?
No, that's his hiney right there.
Oh, that's his booty.
And then hold it up. And then right here you can see his paw coming in.
This paw's sticking inwards.
Yeah, the other one
looks
is,
like he doesn't have hands.
yeah, the other one he kind of had up underneath.
Cause like you know how
himself.
they sit like that, like with the little dogs. Yeah.
So there he is, and you can see a lot of these confetti stitches in here that I was trying to work in. So there we go. Yep, there he is. And I know he was one of the prompts, but I know you rolled him spun him a couple times, and
Actually, it was my pick, so I picked him a couple times actually.
yeah, on their wheels they have a little slice that says like Bailey's pick or Stormy's pick, and they can just pick whatever they want to.
And there's Jacob's pick on there too, but like.
Right. We don't worry about him.
It's on 18 count off white. He's on 18 count white off white Ada. 2/1. She is 54.92% done. The designer is her. She worked on it for 3 days and got 1,217 stitches.
Yep.
Weenie Wednesday.
There is a couple of hashtags. The one I have is, I have to look it up again. It's called Weenie Dog Cross Stitch, and he is a dachshund. But I put that up just because I like to do all the weenie dot. You saw jeans and weenies. I've been doing all the Plum Street sampler ones, just so I know what's out there as far as dachshunds are concerned, because I may want to stitch it. So it's not like a sale or anything like that. It's just kind of a what's out there type of thing. And then Kelly with Don't Run with Stitches, I don't know if she came up with this hashtag, but anyway, she does Weenie Wednesdays. So I'm going to start putting my dachshund stuff on there, because I think she's done a few of the Plum Street sampler ones. I can't remember the one she said she's done, but anyway. So yep. All right, next.
Dogs Go Wolf.
All right, this is one that was in one of those keepsake cross stitch calendars. I don't know how to get that out. And it was back from 2016.
I was like,
and here's what it'll look like whenever it is done. It's probably kind of a blurry picture. Sorry, that's the best that I could do. And here's where you saw it last. And then this was a new start last month. Now, as a reminder, Bailey did pick out this fabric. As you can see, it is hot pink. It is called Diva. I don't know who made it or whatever. It's just something I had in my stash. But here we are now. So, I have done quite a lot on this. It's a lot. It's very easy stitching, obviously. So, I'm almost done with it. It's very easy, very quick.
for Lucy and me.
Very fun. So yeah, they do have a cat one as well. If you're into cats. We're not into cats. Because our dogs would eat the cats.
Yeah.
Good.
It's on 28 count Diva. 2/2. The designer is Michelle
Lutzen, I think is her name.
Okay. It's on. She worked on it for 2 days and got 1,695 stitches.
Yep. There was one day where I didn't want to think about anything. I just wanted to stitch, and that's one of those where you don't have to think about anything. So, all right, next.
Yellow dahlia.
Okay.
Is that how you say it?
Dahlias, yeah. It's a flower.
I'm so smart.
All right.
Oh.
And yellow dahlias is, well, it's yellow flowers. It looks neon right now, but here's what it'll look like whenever it's done. And I do know that Holly the Cross Stitch Addict here on Flosstube is also doing this one as well. It's hard to say who's winning. Really, it's not a competition. She always starts, I think, top left-hand corner. As you can see, most of the time, I'm a middle starter. I started in the middle with Humility and Grandma's Garden, but like the Together We Stand, the one with the eagle, I started at the top left. And Gone Fishing, I started at the bottom left. I don't know why, I just did. So anyway, here's where you saw it last. And here is where we are now. Not too much difference. This was one of those prompt things, I think, that led me to do this one. So bring it a little closer. I'm doing that because I really don't know how y'all are seeing this. I know it lightens up back here, but I feel it's too far for you to see any detail. You can't tell anything what it is, but this is obviously part of the flower. This is going to be part of a leaf that's like right in the center of that pattern. So maybe if I hold it up a little bit. There we go. All right, there we go. Go ahead.
It's on 28 count by Heart and Anger 1/1. She's 1.20% done. The designer is Carol
Cavaleris.
She worked on it for 1 day and got 502 stitches.
Yep.
You don't need a reminder.
Yeah. I didn't lost my needle off of it though.
Fine.
All right, the next one is
the Nativity.
the Nativity. Here's what it'll look like whenever whenever I'm done. And here's where you saw it last. The faces are coming in, and I'm still working on the faces. It's got a little bit more detail in it. Here's where we are now.
Sam, stop.
Sam, stop. I got a little bit more of their faces done. You can kind of see, I think Mary is smiling, is what it looks like, but she still has no eyes. And Joseph doesn't have eyes. He's right there next to her, and I think I put some in down here. I'm not sure where baby Jesus is down here, because it's part hay too, in the manger. But anyway, there we are. Alright, read.
Okay. The Nativity.
She's obviously not focusing.
The Nativity is on 25 count lights weight got Laguna. She worked on it for 1 day and got 3 point. Oh my gosh. It's 1/1. She's 3.23% done. The designer is Donna Gelsinger. Heaven and Earth Designs. She worked on it for 1 day and got 567 stitches. Right.
Boy, that took a lot, didn't it? Alright, next one up.
I was stuttering so bad. One Nation.
One Nation, and
Poor Sam.
everyone's doing this one. There was somebody new I was watching though that just started this, or somebody new to me. They hadn't just started it, but it was a new person to me. Anyway, I don't remember who it was. So anyway, here's obvious what it's going to look like whenever it's done, and where you saw it last. And here is where we are now. So I'm still trying to work in that white. And right over here, I've gotten all the white done up to here. This is where the stars start coming in over here. So these are going to be the longer white lines. I'll finish those up, and then I'll go back in and put the red in. I'm going to basically finish the Q-snap, what's in the Q-snap first, and then I'll move it probably over to over here, and I'll get into all the stars and stuff. Or I may go down and just finish up all the red and white. I don't know. There's the other side of it. So anyway, that's where we are now. And I'm pretty sure, I think I finished this one, and I started in on this one is the difference, if I remember correctly. There we go. Go ahead.
Yeah. It's on 18 count ale. Short 2/1. It's by ByGoneStitches. She worked on it for 2 days and got 1,165. I don't know why I'm stuttering so bad.
I don't know either. Alright, next.
Angel of Cross Stitch.
Angel of Cross Stitch. This was one of the library prompts. How many stitches did I get on that? Yeah. Hold on, I'm thinking. Oh, I also used this for another game thing on it. That's what it was. Alright. I was thinking I had more stitches in it, but I
Is
don't.
his name John?
Yes. Alright, so it's the white thread I was looking for earlier. Angel Cross Stitch. Here is what it looks like whenever it's done. And where you saw it last. And here is where we are now.
Beautiful.
It's kind of hard to see. So I basically, oh yeah, now you can see it. I basically put in another row of this brown around the board. I put in the white here. This obviously is like a molding type of thing around that board that's on in the pattern. And then I jumped down here and did some white. Because in this piece, you change colors every 2 stitches, it feels like. Like these flowers on the border, each flower has 5 colors in it. Each one of those flowers right there is 5 colors.
Outrage.
I know, right?
I don't have the patience for that.
So I was trying to just do some where there was a lot of stitches together, just to kind of speed it up. So again,
Why is there mold?
Molding.
Why is it moldy?
Molding is like the molding you put around your,
Like the wood thing?
yeah, that's molding. Not like the green nasty mold. That's not what I was talking about. She's got a lot to learn.
That's not nice.
Go ahead.
It's on 18 count vintage country mocha. It's 201. The designer is John Elliott. John. Short on it for 2 days and got 502 stitches.
Okay. All right, last whip. I hope you've stuck with us this long.
Winter South. Already an hour.
All right, this is the winter sail. Here's what it'll look like whenever it's done. And where you saw it last.
We need to go to Dollar Tree.
And here is where we are now. So I did not put in too many stitches on this. It's basically down here is all I did. And actually it's only like 100 and some stitches. I don't remember why. But why did I do that? Oh, it was a very small prompt in the Whip Warriors thing. So there you go.
Thanks.
Read.
So on 14 count Navy Ada, 3 over 1. The designer is Darren Jones. She worked on it for 1 day and got 104 stitches.
Right. And that's another one that I'm not thrilled with, but I'm gonna finish it. I'm almost done with it. I'm just gonna make a big ornament or something to put on the tree or something for Christmas. So I don't know. All right, so that is all for the whips. Do you want to go back and do the other thing, or do you want me to do this real quick and then do the giveaway?
Let's do. Oh, that's too long.
Let me do stats real quick. So this month for February, I got 28,986 stitches. I had 4 new starts, no FFOs. I put on here 3 finished objects, but I only had 2, huh?
You only have 1 actually. It might have been 2. Hold up. You have 2. No, you have 1.
I don't know why I put 3 on there.
What's the FFN?
Finished for now.
No, it's only 1.
I mean, I technically got 1 FO, 1 SAF.
And
SAF is stitch and finish. And then 1 UFO. I worked on 15 whips. Right now, if my numbers are right, I have 30 active whips, but I have 7 more that are kitted up and in bags and have not started yet. So, and that is probably going to change as well, because the reason I bought those white clear boxes at Hobby Lobby the other day, which I used to have a whole bunch, but I don't know what happened to them, is I think because I do bombinate my threads, but I'm having to like bombinate them as I go with these big projects because it's just easier. So anyway, what I'm going to do with these big projects like Humility, Grandma's Garden, Together We Stand, a whole Yellow Dahlias, the ones that's got a whole bunch of floss, I'm going to bobbinate.
I do.
I'm going to try to take some time each day to bobbinate, you know, as many as I can. It starts to hurt my hand after a while. And put those in the clear boxes and label the boxes and stack them. So that way it'll clear up the bags that they're in. And so I can use the bags to kit up more projects. Yes.
Can I go, Emma? I want to go.
Okay, bye.
Can I go too?
I don't care. Bye.
Love y'all. Love you.
Yeah. They're out. Peace out.
No.
Peace out.
It didn't spill that much. We're good.
Lucy, come here.
Alright, hold on one second. They're going to a friend's house. Hold on one second. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Childless. If you hear the four-wheeler, they're fixing to leave, go down to a friend's house. This will probably go a little bit faster now. Like I said, I don't know what was up with Bailey. She was just not focusing like she normally does. And I do try, if I remember to this time as well, I do try to put all the, like whenever Bailey's talking about, you know, the fabric that I'm using and the percentage and who's designer and all that. I know she doesn't speak to the camera, like she's just mumbling. So I do try to throw up the stats while she's talking, so at least y'all can read them and screenshot them if y'all want them. So we're working on it. We're working on her stage presence. So all right, real quick, let's go ahead and do giveaways real quick. We have 4. Get her papers. Hope I can read her handwriting. All right, we have 4, and the first one is a Lizzie Kate. It's the official snow guide, which I finished a couple years. Well, it was the beginning of when I started Flosstube, so maybe a little over a year ago, I think, maybe. So there's that. We are giving that one away, and the keyword for that one is going to be snowball. So if you like that one, just put snowball somewhere in your comments. The second one is a Rosewood Manor pattern, and it is Crosses of the Kingdom. And I think the only person I've ever seen do this one is the 911 Stitcher. I can't remember her name right offhand, but anyway, she's done it. Or is doing it, I'm not sure. But anyway, brand new chart. I've never used it. So the keyword for that one is cross. So if you like that one, use the keyword cross. And the other one, or the third one, is the Heart and Hand Honey of a Tiny Town. And as you know, I have finished this one as well. Now, this one will not come with the charms, buttons, or anything because I used them on my project. So, I think they were just little white flowers though. So yeah, if you want this one, sorry, they were in the foiler. It caught my attention. Use the keyword honey, is what she has written down here. This is Bailey's favorite part. She did all this on her own. She picks them out. She comes up with keywords. She writes them on my paper. So there's that one. And the last one. Now, I don't want to just obviously throw this in the trash. I don't want to send it over to the Goodwill or to any of the thrift stores, because I hate seeing those things in there. But if you are wanting this, the Woodland Winter that I've already started that I will not finish, I would rather it go to one of you guys and see it finished, excuse me, and enjoying it. I don't want to take it to the thrift stores or anything like that. I definitely don't want to throw it away. So if you would like this one, you will, this is not in the bag anymore, obviously, and I have folded it. So you will get what I've already started. And as far as I know, everything is correct stitch-wise. Like, it's how it should be, how it should be fine. Obviously, you will get the pattern, and that this is the original pattern. And I am going to go ahead, and the way that I do mine, this is my working copy, and I have copies of everything, and you may have to piece this together because in my mind, you know, I kind of knew how I copied it, and I know, and you may just want to just use the regular pattern and just recopy it, make yourself a working copy. There's not much on here that you would have to recross off, if you know what I mean. So, but I am going to go ahead and include my working copy, and if you want to try to figure it out, you can. If not, just throw it away and start your working copy over. So I don't even know if I could help you piece it together over the phone or anything like that. So like I said, I'll send it to you. Do what you want with it. You will also get all of the floss that is with it, and I have bobbinated most of it, and it's got the little numbers right here on the bottom. All of it is bobbinated, and this little card here, I'm going to throw it into, it's just something I made. All these symbols right here are the blended ones. So I made a card so that whenever I was done with a blended piece, I could just put it on the card. So it doesn't have the numbers written on there, but it has a symbol of, I mean, you can look on the key and see which colors it is. What else is in here? You'll have a baggie of this color and this color. This color, you'll see it does have a number in it right there. Like I said, you can refix this however you need to. There is one of them, and it's this one right here. You may have to figure out what color this is because I lost the little tag thing that went in it. So all the other ones have it. So it's whatever one you don't have, that's what this is. All right, so if you're wanting this, please use the keyword deer, D-E-E-R. So I hope somebody wants to finish it. I know there's a lot of y'all that love these dimensions kits, so more power to y'all. I mean, like I said, I want to see it finished. I would love to see it finished whenever you do finish it. And obviously I don't want it back or anything like that, but I would love to see your progress on it. So if you want that one, use the keyword deer. All right, last couple of things is plans for March. Let's see, WIPGO is called, my WIPGO number 1 is the Japanese Magnolias, which is the stamped cross stitch kit. And I haven't picked that one up in a while, so I'm kind of glad that one got called. And the number 10 is Gone Fishing. So I'll put another 1,000 stitches in that. Which is actually good because I needed it today, starting in March, for a prompt in the Whip Warriors. And that was, I had to get like over 700 stitches put in it. So that's like well over half of what I already have to do for WIPGO. So I'm almost done with that one, which is awesome. Okay. See, she's not here to spin my wheel. We're going to spin the wheel to see what my focus is. I have no idea what she's done on here. Hold on. And like I said, I have all of my bigger projects on here, and so we'll spin to see what I will be doing for March. And I'm going to be putting 3,000 stitches in whatever's spun. Oh, I'm not happy about that one. But it is what it is. So Little Women will have a lot more done, but whenever you see it next. That's heartbreaking. Anyway, it is what it is. All right, so that's the Cross Stitch Studio. It is a challenge month, so I will be flipping back and forth between Humility and Grandma's Garden, the hummingbird one. Of course, they've got the year-long challenge and the weekend runs every or in that group. Whip Warriors, I'm just gonna keep trucking along. That's all I can do with that. And I mean, it's funny because like Whip Warriors, just the group itself, not the road trip. The minimum just to stay in the group is like 1,500 stitches. But then, like, if you're in the road trip, I mean, you finish that in one prompt. So, anyway, so that really doesn't even apply. We'll also have a focus event, which I'll use Little Women as my focus event because you have to work on one project, one whip for 5 days. So when that rolls around, that's when I'll do Little Women and use that for that event. Late Night Stitchers, all we have to do is 750 stitch on one whip, 50 stitches on one whip. I used Lady of the Flag last month. I think I'm going to do the same with her this month. There's a couple of cross sticks going on. One is in Cross Stitching Sisters. I think the cross stick for that is Shamrock this month. So there's also I don't know if you remember last month they did a Stitch the Song where we had to go onto YouTube, and last month it was love song. So we had to go into YouTube, find a link to a love song, post a link on our post in the group under the event, and however long the song is, you had to stitch that many stitches. So if a song was like 3 minutes and 36 seconds, you had to stitch on a whip for a minimum of 336 stitches. So this month they're doing the same thing, but it's going to be 1960s songs. I will be Googling that because I wasn't born in the 60s. So, I mean, I'm sure I've heard a lot of them, but anyway. So that'll be fun. I think I ended up in February, I had 39 songs that I did. So I did 39 different projects. So that was fun though. And of course they have the road trip there as well. Now I'll probably be finishing that up in March because I'm almost done. I've been through almost all of the 50 states. I think I'm in Virginia, and it's alphabetically, so by state. So I think Richmond, Virginia is where I'm at. So I don't have much more to do on that. Fun with Cross Stitch has the Olympics going on for the 2024 Olympics. I'll probably be finishing that one up in March as well. I'm on the 9th event. There's only 10 events, but there's 3 medals per event. So I'm finishing up the 9th one. I'm on the gold medal, and that's 3,000 stitches. I'm almost done with that. And then there's only one other event that I have to do bronze, silver, and gold, and that's 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. So I mean, we're looking at another maybe 7,000 stitches, and that event will be done for me. Reach the summit, which is where we're climbing the mountains. I did finish, I think I said I was doing climbing Mount Kilimanjaro last month, but it's not Kilimanjaro. It was Everest. Mount Everest is where we started. So I finished that one up. I finished that one in January. And then we went to, and I don't know how to say this. It's Mount, I'll put it right here. Lhotse. I've never heard of it. I don't know where it's at. anyway, that was 27, almost 28,000. So I finished that one up between the end of January and into February. And now I'm on Mount Kilimanjaro. I moved to Mount Kilimanjaro on the 23rd of February, and that one is a total of 19,341 stitches. And I have about 11,000 to go left on that. So there's no time limit on that. In fact, she gave us 2 years to do it. So and then they have an acrostic as well, and they're going through the Australia capital. So last month it was Canberra. I don't know how you say that. This month it's Sydney. So I'll be doing that. I'm getting the hang of those acrostic things. So Traveling in Stitches is another group I'm in. We're going to France this month. I actually did the one for this month. There's 3 of us and we kind of rotate. So I chose France, and you know, there's 10 places to visit, and you just stitch depending on your level. You stitch that many stitches. I think I'm on 1,000. I do the 1,000 stitch level. You can do more, of course. We're very lenient. I mean, it's nothing like the Whip Warriors thing. Also, I'll be doing the Country Cottage Needleworks March monthly sampler. And there's a new group that I got into. Thanks to Angie, the Hibernation Stitcher. She invites me to all these groups that she's in. And then I end up getting into all these events and all these games. And so anyway, they're doing one. They have several. And they really focus on all the holiday stitching. There's a couple that's focusing on Halloween this year. I'm not into Halloween, so I didn't join those. Some of them just, it didn't apply to anything that I would be stitching, so I didn't do them. But she's doing a Stitcho board, and basically there's a generator that you click on that generates your bingo board, and with different stitching words, and I think the first one to a bingo gets a prize or something like that. But there is no stitching requirement. Like, it's just a game. Like, literally, she calls the name. Oh, mosquitoes are already, my door was open a while ago. Mosquitoes are already starting. Dagnabbit. So anyway, she calls a word and you just cross it off your board. And the first one to a bingo wins the prize. Well, I kind of upped the game for myself. It's just a personal goal. And because not every word that she calls is going to be on my bingo board. I think she has like 74 or something words. So that way, not all of the words are going to be on everybody's board. So every time that she calls a word that is on my board, I'm going to stitch 200 stitches on something, whatever I want. Like today she called kit, K-I-T. So, and I have that one on my board. So that's what I was working on, the Hoppy Easter, the little bunny rabbit. That's what I was working on that for. So I didn't get it finished before I had to go pick up the kids from school, but I'll throw in some more on that. So anyway, that's kind of everything that I've gotten myself into, and it's insane, and I realize that. And so let's see what else. Let me see real quick. I haven't been too good about watching or writing down my Flosstube people. The one that I can remember is Kylene from CCL Stitches. The CCL means Crazy Cat Lady. So she's up in Philadelphia. And if I ever go back up there to visit you, Kylene, if you ever watch this, Yes, I want to go to where the best Philly cheesesteaks are because I love Philly cheesesteaks. They are like my favorite. I used to live in Pennsylvania at one point, but I was down in York County. So, I mean, obviously that's a very rural area, and we didn't get to town much. And I went to Philadelphia one time, but like we didn't like have a tour guide or anything, so I didn't know where to go. But she claims that she knows where the best Philly cheesesteaks are, so if I ever come back up there, which I'm planning to, Colleen, I want you to hit me up with those Philly cheesesteaks because I really want one now. So anyway, she does a lot of Mira's and Nora's. She's doing Deer Creek, the Heaven and Earth designs, Deer Creek. She does some Josephine Wall. I can't remember which one she was doing though. And I know she's doing the Sewing Room by Amy Stewart. So she's into full coverage, and so she does a lot of projects that I'm interested in. I know I've watched 2 or 3 new ones. Like I watched a brand new one today. Well, I'm gonna have to catch y'all on the next video because I did not write it down because I've been lazy in that aspect. All right, so there's that. All right, that's just about it. A couple little life updates. We went on a youth, it was just sort of an overnight youth thing that we went on, and Bailey was very excited because she is now in the youth, so she gets to do all the big kid stuff now. So she was excited about that. It's called D Now, which is Discipleship Now. So we did that. I'll be scrolling a few pictures up here for y'all to look at. The girls are back, so the dogs had to come in too. So we did that. Let's see what else. We had a big outreach cooking for the community one Saturday. We cooked jambalaya for over 2,000 people. We had different churches come in, and they basically took the meals and then they distributed them in their areas. So that was a blessing there. The youth had a spaghetti fundraiser, so they did very well on that. They had a 4-H wilderness program. That's where she was saying she was learning about the ruby-throated hummingbird. So they did that. We got our hair cut. I got the grays covered up. We had a women's conference at one of the churches up here, which was very, very nice. All the men actually there was 39 different churches there, 170 women, and all the men that came were outside cooking. They cooked jambalaya for us. They served us. It was very nice. But the conference itself was awesome. The preacher's wife of the church that we go to, she spoke, gave her testimony, which I had tears. I'm not gonna lie, because I didn't see it coming what she told us. So so anyway, other than that, we have revival coming up this Sunday actually. VBS is starting to get underway. What else for school? Y'all have school stuff coming up, don't y'all? Anything for school?
Beta week.
Yeah, you have beta week coming up. Oh, I gotta get another shot in my foot. I say that. I've already had 2. I've got that plantar fasciitis in my right foot heel thing. And he's already given me 2 shots in it. And they do help. But the first one lasted almost a year, about a year. The second one, it did not last 9 months. Let's see. It's March now. I got it May last year. So that's 9 months, right? 9, 10. So anyway, I don't know if he will give me a 3rd shot or if he will send me for surgery. So we'll see. We will see. Of course, Easter's coming up at the end of the month. There's just a lot of church stuff going on. I mean, that's what we're involved in. And other than that, I mean, that's about all it's... What? What? Falling? No. She's over here doing signals to me, and I don't know if she'll... Oh! I cannot believe I forgot this. Stormy got baptized last Sunday. Yeah, last Sunday. Completely forgot. Just because I didn't write it down on my calendar. Because if I don't write it down, I don't remember. Hi, Sam. Yes, so we were super excited about that. My mom and dad came down. Her dad came down. And her other grandparents came down for that. So that was such a blessing. I'm so excited and so excited for her and to start watching her go through her journey. Sam's, yeah, you can see him. I'm surprised he's not talking to me. So anyway, all right, guys. That's all I can think of. That's all that's happening. I hope your March goes very well. Happy Easter to those who celebrate. And let's see. I'm sorry. Now she makes me lose focus when she's talking to me and I'm trying to think. So again, thank you guys for joining us, and leave us comments. If you have any questions, let me know. I know it's Bailey's in training. I'm trying to teach her to protrude her voice and things like that. So I know you may not understand half of what she says, but I hope you enjoyed being here, and we will see you again. What? Oh, one more thing is hopefully in the summer, we're not for sure, but hopefully in the summer, Bailey will start piano lessons. So she's super excited about that. She got a keyboard. It's an 81 key keyboard, so it's just like a piano, for her birthday in November. So she got some books, some music books for Christmas. So she's been teaching herself, and then their choir teacher lets them use the instruments in the choir place at school as well. So she's been learning how to do piano. So we're going to try to get her into some piano lessons in the summer. So we'll see how that goes. So anyway, I'm going to let you go. We're at 1 hour and 45 minutes. Sorry. I told you this is probably the norm going forward. So come back in April 1st. We will be showing you everything that we have done in March. So we hope to see you back, and we do appreciate you joining us as always, and we will see you then. Talk to you later. Bye, guys.